The business of boxing continues forward in 2024, and we may continue also along the lines of having those quality matchups, as today, February 23rd, 2024, news has come down the pipeline that Subriel Matias, the IBF World Super Lightweight Champion, has signed a promotional deal with Matchroom Boxing. That means that he will fight future fights with Matchroom on DAZN. And it may mean a closer to reality possibility that he could face the likes of Regis Prograis and maybe even Devin Haney. It's an interesting concept. Let's talk about this a little further. Sometimes good news comes when you least expect it. And that was the case earlier today, February 23rd, when it was announced at a presser for Berlanga versus McCrory that Matchroom Boxing has scored their coup in signing Subriel Matias to a promotional deal. So he will be fighting on the Matchroom promotional label and more than likely be televised on DAZN. That's interesting because Mr. Hearn has been trying to score top fighters from around the globe for a long time. And now that Matias is bringing his IBF championship in the super lightweight division to the DAZN network, his record, that stunning 20-1 with 20 knockouts, is going to be a heck of a benchmark for them to promote. And seeing that he has had strong stoppages, he is feeding the flame of what's exciting about boxing to most of the casual observers. Now it comes down to how he'll be marketed. But in an article from Boxing News 24, the link will be in the description, it goes on to say that promoter Eddie Hearn is excited about signing IBF light welterweight champion Subriel Matias to his Matchroom stable. Hearn says everyone is coming up to him since he inked the knockout artist Matias, telling him how dangerous he is. Matias told Hearn earlier today that he wants to destroy former WBC 140-pound champion Regis Prograis next, and he also wants WBO champ Teofimo Lopez. The way Teofimo looked in his last fight against Jermaine Ortiz, they made a typo here. His promoters at Top Rank likely won't agree to a match against Matias. It would be too risky for Teo, and Top Rank has got to protect their investment. It's over for Teofimo Lopez, says Matias. He came up to me and said, Regis Prograis, let me destroy him. I said, okay, he's not going to be next, said promoter Ed Hearn to DAZN Boxing about his discussion with IBF light welterweight champion Subriel Matias today. He also said Teofimo Lopez is over for him. The amount of people that have come up to me and go, "You do know he's Matias." That guy, Gabe Rosado, came up to me and said, "You do know that kid is a bad dude. He can destroy people. He's really good." Nothing like a little vote of confidence from Gabe Rosado, who has fought on DAZN and now also does a little bit of commentary work for DAZN. So all in-house, good promotion there. The excuses Teofimo makes for not fighting Matias are pretty clear. He will never fight him. It's one of those fights that won't happen due to the star, Teofimo, having too much to lose. Isn't that so much the case in modern day boxing? These guys are so worried about what they stand to lose that they can hardly gain because they're not making the moves. But don't worry, a young crop of fighters are coming up fast. And guess what? These men who aren't willing to make the deals and the moves will be passed up by those young upstarts who are more than willing. And also, some of them are seeking legacy. I'm not saying he's Tito Trinidad, but you've got to be in those fights to prove that you're the next Tito Trinidad. But in terms of captivating the country with a fighter that actually has a chance to beat those guys, I think we can get some great momentum. As a promoter, I have no problem putting him in with all of them and thinking he can come out on the other side. Everyone should stay away from Subriel Matias, but because he has a belt, at least it gives us the leverage. Could you imagine if he didn't have a belt, said Hearn? Everyone would go, no, no, no. It's the famous excuse. I've used it a million times. Who is Subriel Matias? No one has ever heard of him. What's the reward of fighting him? Well, the reward now is a world championship belt. As I stated, the article link will be in the description box. Now, my thoughts on this. It will serve Hearn and Matchroom well to promote this guy. There are fighters in the UK that he could face, and I think he'll dine quite heartily on some of them because Matias is that type of fighter. He is a guts and glory type guy. He will go in and go for the kill like a ravenous animal. But eventually, he's going to have to face someone of note. And as Hearn indicated, it won't be Regis right away. Devin Haney is locked up with his upcoming bout with Ryan Garcia. So that won't be a deal. But I'm certain that Hearn will work some things out and get Matias back before the masses before you know it. And the interesting thing is, I look forward to see what he's going to do over there because I know that there are plenty of fighters that they can put in with him and he'll still look pretty darn good. He is also working on his English, and that will always help for a fighter who is trying to become international. I think that Subriel Matias signing with Matchroom is a good move for himself. The Cuban fighter is someone, the Puerto Rican fighter is someone who can really bring action and heat to the boxing game. Forgive me for saying Cuban because I had Andy Cruz on my mind. I am not confusing the people. It's just that I was thinking about a video I had just recently done. So no disrespect. This IBF champion is what people like to see, one who takes people out. And it's going to be interesting. I only hope that he's treated fairly and his deal is something that he can work through and be happy with. But what do you think? This is Stormy B-Man. Shout out to the mighty LDBC and Liberated Perspective, a third eye view of the world. For more content such as this, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Let me know your thoughts about what's going on with Subriel Matias and his new moves. Will it be exciting for you? I think it's going to be exciting for boxing. Peace to everyone out there, and everyone please remain safe.